Picture this. You wake up tomorrow, and the world isn't run by presidents, scientists, or CEOs. Nope. It's run by cats. Soft paws, twitching tails, and eyes that always look like they know something you don't. What would that world even look like? Stick around, because not only are we going to build that strange reality step by step, but near the end, I will share one wild twist about cats' behavior that would completely flip human society upside down. Now, quick setup here. Cats already act like they own the place, right? From sleeping on your laptop to knocking over a glass of water just because they can. But what if, instead of us being in charge, they were? Would humans still run cities? Or would we be reduced to, well, full-time butlers? All right, let's jump straight in. Imagine day one. Under cat rule, governments dissolve. Instead of official speeches, world leaders curl up in cardboard boxers. The economy, it slows way down. Why? Because cats are obsessed with naps. They spend up to 16 hours a day sleeping. So in this new cat-controlled world, meetings wouldn't last hours. They'd last minutes, followed by mandatory nap time. Honestly, traffic jams would probably disappear, because who's rushing anywhere if society runs on a cat clock? Sounds cozy. But here's the catch. If every system slowed down to feline speed, how would food, medicine, and communication even keep up? Suspense building already. Now ripple effects. Step 2. Food chains. Tuna, salmon, chicken. These become the most valuable resources on Earth. Forget oil or gold. Entire shipping industries would shift to deliver endless supplies of fish. And humans. We wouldn't be leaders anymore. We'd be staff. Our main job, refilling bowls, cleaning litter boxers, maybe waving a laser pointer for entertainment. And here is a fun thought. Scientists who study feline behavior point out that cats Dante actually see humans as masters. They see us as oversized cats. So, if they ruled, we might be treated more like clumsy roommates than loyal servants. Which makes me wonder, would cats keep us around because we're useful? Or would they keep us just because we're amusing? Let's stretch this further. Imagine city skylines redesigned. Skyscrapers get converted into massive climbing towers. Parks filled with scratching posts, sunlit benches, and giant yarn balls rolling down the street. Laws. Simple. No dogs in government positions. Ever. And mandatory laser pointers in every household. Now here's a playful riddle for you. If cats were in charge, would humans still invent new technology? Or would the height of innovation be a self-warming blanket? Push it even further. What about the extreme? Picture a world where cats not only ruled, but expanded their empire globally. Would wars even happen? Cats aren't natural pack animals like wolves. They're solitary hunters. That means, instead of giant armies, the world might fracture into tiny territories. Each cat claiming a block, a rooftop, or even just one particularly comfy sofa. And here's where I've got to bust a myth, people. Always say cats are cold and unloving. But studies from animal behaviorists actually show the opposite. Cats do form social bonds. They just express them differently than dogs. So, under feline rule, society wouldn't be heartless. It would just be quieter, more subtle, and maybe a little unpredictable. All right, time for that teased Remember how I said one detail about cats would flip society upside down? Here it is. Unlike humans, cats communicate with each other almost silently through body language, tail flicks, even scent. If cats ruled the world, global communication as we know it would vanish. No loud debates, no political speeches. Imagine billions of beings silently running the planet with just gestures and glares. Which raises a question. Could humans even survive in a world where silence, not speech, ruled? So, let's recap what we've seen. First, under cat rule, time slows down naps over deadlines. Second, food systems shift to fish-fueled economies. Third, society fragments into quiet territories instead of loud nations. And finally, communication itself transforms from words to whispers of tales and stares. And maybe, just maybe, the biggest change wouldn't be physical at all. It would be in us. Living under cats could teach us patience, a slower rhythm, a world where curiosity isn't just encouraged, it's mandatory. Now, if this little trip into a feline kingo got your imagination purring, here, that subscribe button. Every week, we dive into strange scenarios like the surreal science, wild history, and thought experiments you won't forget. And if cats ruling the world left you curious, wait until you see what happens if dogs took over instead. Would society turn into organized packs or absolute chaos? So I'll leave you with this final cliffhanger. If cats ruled the world in silence, what happens if dogs ruled the world with endless barking?